looks like the players are about to be ready for the next game. This is a game where submitted. It has such a weird title. It's not only the title that's weird about it, but we can talk more about it once the races are ready. Starman won against Persagas in a classic Happy Hippo. Lost to Truce Corp. Truce Corp, obviously a very strong player. Then AaronDobbe lost to Adam played in Chrono Project, which is a janky platformer. I think it's AaronDobbe's worst genre, worst preferred genre. And then won against Drew Horse in a puzzle game, which is probably the one single genre you don't want to get against AaronDobbe. Then played in the famous game Unknown. Need to look into that. Chrono Project is indeed very weird. Like you need to write down numbers for no reason, and then at the very start of the game, it's not at all clear where to go. And then everyone gets lost for a few minutes. Starman is looking some checksum menu. I don't know what's happening. I mean, no one knows what's happening because this is an emulator for aliens. So you should already know what platform this game is on now.
Hello, FFAO.
Hello, hello.
I saw that you were alone, and no one deserves to be alone, especially not on Christmas.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad time to be alone.
You know, everyone's favorite holiday, January 25th, Christmas Day. But the only gift we're giving is mystery erasers.
Yeah, we have a very weird game as a gift today.
Now, I haven't seen what it is, so I will wait to see when you transfer over. But AaronDobbe versus Starman, I would say kind of like two opposites in terms of what I think are their strengths. I think Starman is very good at platformers, where AaronDobbe is very good at puzzles.
Right, anyone that saw that Mandu versus the Colorless Curse run, which Starman lost 5 seconds. Tragic.
Yeah, almost beating Triscorp, who is one of the most, consistent players in this tournament.
I should have switched to the game because Starman was seeing the lore. I wanted to see the lore. But now they inserted the credit, so you don't get to see the lore anymore.
Yeah, that's the price you pay. Literally. When you insert credits.
Yeah. So you wanted to see the game? This is the game.
Biomechanical
Toy.
Oh, those are letters.
Yes.
I had to look down at the title to see what the actual title was, but now I can see that that is a TOY in. It's like I don't know how to describe that textography there. The Y and T are visible, but the O is a stretch.
The O is very much a stretch. Good thing we have the benefit of reading the title in plain letters at the bottom.
But AaronDobbe taking the credits lead, or it's a Starman is just considering, like, I only need 2 credits to beat this game. And they are off. Oh, this looks
Oh, so we do get some more. We need to recover the pendulum. Or the world disappears.
Yeah, this screams like classic arcade. It has the classic noisy functions that arcade does to attract people, and it's a Starman not moving?
Apparently not.
Like, it's... Oh, interesting. Your jump moves you like a pixel. I think they just don't have their joystick bound. Well, probably be a bit of a retime, I'm assuming, for this. Oh, actually just quitting out. Oh, the wizard... Oh, so AaronDobbe at the first boss, the Wizard Queen, takes a death. Oh, this game has noises.
This game is insane. Everything about this game is insane. There are 1,000 enemies everywhere. Each one is weirder than the next. The queen turns into a flying knight.
Oh, so okay, so she's like based off of like like a chess piece queen.
Yeah. That throws fire and turns into a balloon.
Let me take a look at this pace spin. So I can kind of get a understanding. So Crazy West cleared. And you get eaten by whatever that... What? Oh, now we're in Chess Valley, but we just fought a chess person. Are we going to fight the Black King or the Black Queen now?
Or we're just going to get axed.
So I'm guessing since this is a arcade game that did get accepted, I'm assuming if you run out of lives, you'll restart the level, as opposed to just restarting your position.
You do have checkpoints.
Okay, so there's a checkpoint flag. Yeah, I'm just going through the pace bin now. So D-pad to move, button 1 to shoot, button 2 to jump. Obviously, getting the coin. And then the start button is continue, and then use limited Phoenix special item. I don't think we've seen that.
Now we're seeing the Genie Ogui.
Okay, so there looks like there's, for lack of a better term, assist trophies throughout the levels. Yeah, I don't really see a time limit on this genie guy. So is he just going to be with you until you die?
Looks like it, yeah. Oh, maybe he goes away after some amount of time that we can tell because AaronDobbe is just dying repeatedly in this section.
Yeah, there's just hazards everywhere.
Yeah.
Aaron is just running into every single one of them. Okay, so there's the little checkpoint that I see. And I think It's a Starman has now successfully gotten their controls bound, so hopefully we'll see a start here.
At least when I tested this, it was very much a game of try to survive until the next checkpoint. So just keep going ahead and don't mind the craziness too much.
Yeah, that's the case for a lot of arcade games that tend to get accepted into Mystery Tournament. You still want to like kill as many enemies as you can, but it's mostly just surviving to at least the next checkpoint.
Because they're really close. Only one enemy between the last checkpoint and that checkpoint. So if you...
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems to be really tiny sections. We're on Darts 5, it looks like.
Right.
Yeah, I can see like there's little TVs in the background that kind of like hint at what section we're on. And Starman has gotten their game running, so big retime for them.
Around 5 minutes?
Yeah, we'll get the official time from the moderator. But we're still big score game. Look at AaronDobbe's score.
Big
Already
points.
in the big points. Let me see some big points in the chat for that score. If you don't got the points amount, always post a TF2 John because it's always appropriate. Okay, so we got 6 Rook. Did not last very long. That Rook was very weak.
Maybe we need an upgrade. Maybe Rook 7 would have been.
Oh, but Aaron getting bodied by what looks to be just like a little baseball with a shield. And Starman clearing the first level, so making their way onto the second level. I notice that there's a timer at the bottom that constantly resets when they die. And I'm also assuming that that 2 in the left corner is that Phoenix gauge that was mentioned in the base bin. But I haven't seen either of our players use yet.
Yeah, your Phoenix usages are very limited, and I don't know if you keep your Phoenixes through checkpoints. So usually you don't want to use that a lot.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if it's got the issue of Metal Slug, where you get refreshed of all of those special items upon death.
Yeah, I think you permanently lose those phoenixes, so it's not very metal slug in that aspect.
Yeah, so it's a screen killing item. So okay, there we go. There's AaronDobbe using the item. Oh, and I guess there's oh, so the king. We're fighting Elvis Presley himself. Oh, good. Okay, so... Oh, Phoenix just wrecking the boss.
I feel like you didn't need to use 2 there, but gets the job done.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if those Phoenixes do refresh, because it doesn't say anything in the basement about them not refreshing. But... yeah, well, Starman on the other side, at the Darts 5 section. So I think is actually making their way through a little bit faster than Aaron.
Yeah, I'd say Starman is catching up.
But it's really hard to make a judgment with such a big retime. Yeah, so this train section, always got to have a train section. You're not an arcade game if you don't have a train section in your game.
Biomechanical Toy is not validated as an arcade game.
It's validated as an arcade platformer. Oh, cool. I just realized, like, I've noticed that like the little text that appears at the top sometimes. And I guess it's actually kind of a clue or a little bit more of like a lore explanation. But that just basically said, turn the key. And whose child is that in the background? I'm so confused.
We got absorbed by the outlet. Whatever.
Okay, we're fighting a virus.
Yes.
This is what happens when you don't use a reputable site to get your through video games. Yeah, these gun power-ups that you're getting are pulling a lot of work.
You have a lot of gunshots.
Yeah, it looks like 8 rounds of 100 bullets. Maybe it was 99.
Good dodge.
Yeah, do you remember how long this game is? Like, I think we're on like the 4th level now. Ooh. Bad death. Oh, but the boss maintains its HP.
Yeah.
So it didn't really refill that. So that is a clear for Aaron. Getting an extra life and just walking off the edge. In the world of clocks, we have the Fairy Rachel now.
I remember the tester times are around half an hour. So it's not a very long game.
And Starman picking up a screen clear item. I think as soon as you picked up one was a good chance to see if it does what it does. Starman not opting to use the screen clear for the boss. Might be assuming that it's not going to damage the boss, but unfortunately that is an incorrect assumption. Taking a death there, but has... I'm not sure where the live count is. unless it's just one life and then you use credit. I know I've seen Aaron reset a few times.
It's a bit weird because it's at extra life at 2 million points, but they don't seem to have lives.
Oh, I see. It doesn't indicate if you have one life, because Aaron has 2, but Starman only has 1, but the 1 doesn't show, so it doesn't show you that you have the 1 life because it's just assuming that the picture is the 1, which hard to notice. But
yeah.
Aaron fighting the face boss.
Oh no, it's a face. It's already dead.
Oh, it's Wood of Clocks. I thought it was World of Clocks. So we're at Dragon's Tower. A big stage lead for Aaron, but we don't know how much of a lead it actually is. So Aaron kind of finished that stage around 13 minutes. So if we get to this point, and Starman is not here by 18 minutes, then we'll know who's in the lead. But this game is chaos.
Yeah.
With all of these different like assistants you can pick up, these enemy types are just so varied, and it doesn't look like they're reskins. They're all unique enemies. Yeah, so you lose pretty much everything upon a game over. So all of your ammo. Lots of points beaten gotten. Starman making their way through this train level. Picking up ice cream, always a good strat. If you see ice cream, it's never going to hurt you. But Aaron taking a few deaths. Spawning what looked to be immediately an enemy upon them and taking damage.
This might be the first level that requires a bit of patience. You can just go walking through everything.
Yeah, you can't really damage boost your way through. Oh. I don't know if climbing back up. I would just, yeah, Aaron's gonna take the death, which is the smart move. Oh, falling again. Didn't fall far enough. Now I would just take the death again at this point. Yeah. Unfortunate. And then Starman finishing up the train level, going to be fighting the virus. But this Dragon's Tower is causing a bit of a stoppage for Aaron, so good time for Starman to catch up. Oh, just jumping. Oh, interesting. You can jump on it. This is a game where jumping on enemies does do damage. Oh, okay. Now I'm seeing that there is a 1 next to it, so if you have a 1 next to your face, you actually have 2 lives.
That's really confusing.
Yeah, because it doesn't indicate 0. It just doesn't display 0. Interesting UI choice. But it's going to benefit Starman because they're probably going to get this clear in the next life. Aaron getting the next checkpoint. Oh, but bouncing down a floor. Not too far. Taking a bit of damage. Now there's a lot of screen that is just asking for your attention, which is all just a distraction. Starman getting the clear. they can finish this stage in a minute, they'll be basically tied. But there's Aaron with the clear. So I think Aaron just has a slight lead right now. It's not too much of a lead. Which Starman can easily make up a lot of that time on that Dragon Tower level.
Starman used his Phoenix to clear up the start of the stage, which I'm not sure it's such a good idea because it doesn't save that much time.
Yeah, especially because he didn't have full lives either. Oh, but does get another one back. Fighting the dragon now.
Maybe using a Phoenix in the Dragons, some of the harder sections of the Dragon Star is going to make up some time.
We'll see. Aaron's got to clutch this out. Doesn't have another biomechanical toy. I don't know. Did we get a name for this guy?
Maybe in the lore, but I didn't read it. Yeah.
Or Pastebin. Pastebin has no name for the character, but does get the clear. We have moved on to whatever this is. With only 30 seconds, this is a short time limit here.
It's a bonus game. You kill pigs.
Oh, this is just a bonus level?
Yeah.
Oh, then this is just 30 seconds. Oh, Starman still on wood of clocks. I can probably safely say is behind at this point. Flying Pigs has been cleared. Take a look at this map. Did not get to take a good look at that map. In Wildland. Just wanted to see how close we were. Taking a death might be the best option for Aaron, because he's probably not going to clear this on the first attempt.
Oh, but right next to the flag.
Yeah, I guess since the checkpoints are very close to each other, I guess it does make a little sense to just try to go for it. Oh, again. Oh, does get the flag. Starman really struggling on this level. Excuse me a second.
Don't remember what Aaron did in this section, but it really looks like a just go section. Because these enemies are just going to spawn indefinitely.
Yeah, Starman keeps getting got by these rotating platform bridge. And is trying to take his time when, like, he was blazing through the earlier levels. Yeah, because he just keeps getting bopped and then falling into that pit. Aaron, on the other hand, making some very good progress on this level, which Chad is telling me is potentially the last level of the goal, or at least the last zone. So probably not this stage, but there'll probably be a few stages in this section. Oh, gets bit by that, I guess, gruff piranha plant. Starman finally making it to the face boss. This posed no threat to Aaron, so probably not going to pose much of a threat for Starman. Wood of Clocks has been cleared. Moving on to, I believe, Dragon Tower. Starman can clear Dragon Tower pretty quick. He might be able to make up some time, but it's going to be quite literally an uphill battle for him right now in order to catch up.
Dragon Tower is not easy. And one detail we can see in the controls that Bridge highlighted is that you can't shoot and walk at the same time.
Oh, so it's like anti-Contra. So you...
Yeah, you stop. Some people in chat said it's a run and gun without much running.
It's basically you want to be jumping in order to shoot, if you want to be moving and shooting.
Yeah.
But here we go. This is a final boss, it looks like. He's probably going for it because he has the gun bullets in reserve, so doesn't want to lose those. If Aaron can get this... Out of bullets. Has to use pathetic normal bullets. Oh, but had a Phoenix in reserve. One little bit left. Oh! Takes the hit! Almost clutching it out. Oh, but still maintain that HP, so it's probably going to be clearing this really quick. I didn't realize that HP maintained even between game overs. But that is a dot done from Aaron. So Starman has approximately 5 minutes to try to beat this game in that time. Is doable. Oh, got the happy end. I wonder if there's a alternate end. Yeah, so all eyes are on Starman. With a bit of a retime, we will see how close Starman can actually make this. I don't think is struggling as much on this tower as Aaron did.
Yeah, seems to be trucking along so far. It's not going to be easy because Aaron's time was really strong. His time is stronger than both of the testers, I think. Did it in 24 minutes instead of half an hour.
Okay, Aaron killed it. But there is a chance, like, if Starman can basically one-shot all of these areas, has a chance to at least making it competitive and making it really close.
Aaron put in his initials AJD, AaronDobbe.
Is it Jolly or Jolly Meister? I thought it was Jolly Meister.
Oh, right. His middle name is Jolly Master. Sorry, Aaron.
Okay, Starman clearing Dragon Tower. But only has about 3.5 minutes. Oh, and does have a 30-second bonus game that they cannot skip. I'm not sure it's possible for Starman to take this. But I hope he makes me eat my own words here. Close on the dragon. Alright, dragon is down. So So just has this bonus level that they cannot skip. And then the Wildlands left. Yeah, it's going to be close by like a minute. And I just don't think there's enough time.
Still has to go through the Wildlands.
I think Aaron's use of the Phoenix on the bosses, especially that final boss, probably going to give him that win here. Yeah, has essentially 1 minute to get through all of this.
Get through all of this and then also the boss. That's a lot.
It's a tall order. Yeah, just it needs to be huffing it. And I think this is taking too much time. Just kind of sitting and shooting these enemies. Ah, these dinosaurs just love to just backbite. Phoenix, but I think, yeah, we are past 5 minutes, so this is probably going to be a win for Aaron. Rude pterodactyl. Going to pick up the friend. He's picked up the Ogre Con. Starman real close to the finish. I think. Hat perfect.
Hat perfect. We have Aaron. Hello.
Hello. GG's.
Thank you.
What did you think of Biomechanical Toy?
This game looks pretty cute. I actually like this quite a bit. Like,
yeah, this game was crazy. At least it looked crazy. How did it feel to play it?
Yeah. I'm of like two minds about sort of these arcade running gun races because a lot of it is just just want to hold forward as much as you can and take damage. It doesn't matter, just put in another credit. And I think this was not that. There's certainly an element of that because the checkpoints are real generous, but it was I mean, it had checkpoints. You didn't just get to respawn where you were.
Yeah, this didn't have the metal slug effect.
Yeah, metal slug, exactly.
Where as soon as you die, you put a credit, you just respawn immediately where you're standing. So that is, I have raced a metal slug game with that mechanic in MT, and it's not a great race.
And like also, the game was just so wild and all over the place and swarming you with enemies all the time that like it had some terrifying knockback that you really couldn't just hold right the entire game and get through it. At the same time, the platforming wasn't like the hard part of this. There was that one level where you're climbing the tower and you can really easily get knocked off of the platform and have to climb up again, or just die and go back to the last checkpoint. But
Dragon Tower seemed to be the biggest kind of hurdle for you in this race.
yes, yeah, absolutely.
And something that you did before Starman, because Starman did it on this final boss section here, you actually used your Phoenix specials on the bosses.
Mm-hmm.
Starman did not. I think was probably of the assumption that the special wasn't going to do damage because of the screen clear.
I can't really think of an arcade game where like that the bomb didn't at least hurt the bosses quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it that was just my assumption on Starman's part. And Starman getting the clear there, 34:05, still pretty good time. But yeah, a part of that, like you were happy end.
Happy end. Indeed.
Yeah, you were schmooving through a lot of those stages pretty well.
Yeah, I am usually not very confident about run and gun games, but I think sort of when there's not as much pressure to play perfect, but you still have to like play well. I think I did pretty good here.
Yeah, each checkpoint ends up being like almost like a mini goal. Like you always want to at least hit the next checkpoint.
I don't know. Did you notice the one checkpoint that I hit while I was dead and it counted?
Yeah, I did see that.
I was pretty happy about that.
Yeah, so you usually say you're not, I think you just said, like, you're not really sure when it comes to, like, platformers like this. Because, like, most of us know you as the puzzle guy. Hashtag Jollymeister. As we noted, you putting in your initials, AJD, Aaron Jollymeister.
Yeah, that is what that stands for now, yes.
But this game just happened to work out for you.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, obviously I can't be too unhappy about a win, but even then I'm pretty happy with how I handled this one.
I don't really have anything else to say. FFAO, you got any other good questions for Aaron?
Not really. That was Biomechanical Toy. I don't know if Starman is going to join us or not. I asked him. Unfortunately, this meet is a losers match, which means Starman will be eliminated after this.
And GG to Starman. It wasn't that far behind considering the retime.
No,
it was pretty close.
Like I think only like a few minutes or so, but it's always like kind of a rough place to be in when you start a match and your controls just aren't working.
Yeah, for sure.
Like even though you have a generous retime, you always feel like you're playing from behind. Not always the best mindset to be in. So I am just taking a look at the bracket here. So Aaron, you are going to be playing Tapioca in your next match.
That's scary. It's going to be Super Saiyan Tapioca because it is in the losers bracket, so he gets extra powers.
Yeah, Tapioca, I think, almost made it to top 8 last year because had the insane loser brackets run.
Also in Games Giving, lost round 1 in winners and made it all the way to grand finals.
Yeah. Tapioca, king of the lower bracket. Powered up opponent. But Aaron, you're also someone not to be trifled with. You pull a puzzle game. You were one of the last people I'd want to play against.
It's kind of funny now because, like, pulling a puzzle game, it now comes with some amount of dread because I feel like I have this thing to live up to now.
You have this cloud hanging over you. It's like everyone knows me as the puzzle guy, so I have to make sure I do well in this puzzle race. I don't want to be called out as a puzzle fraud.
No, and no one wants to be called out as a puzzle fraud.
But with that, we don't have any other matches. This is the last one on the schedule for today. So I think, FFAO, I think we are probably good to cut stream after taking a look at what we have coming up. UK versus GFM already happened.
Already happened.
It happened yesterday. So do not be tuned in at 3:15 for that. But if you wait 15 more minutes, we do have a match versus Pult Kitsune versus Ugariel, which will be exciting. And then following that, we've got Snowdozer versus Sidro Hydra. Sidros. What am I? Words mean... Oh, God. Sometimes when I just say so many words, I just like to throw in extra letters. Just for kicks. Everyone deserves extra letters. How many M's can we put in Shrambles? All of them. That's what I say. And then after that, a little bit later, we've got Draconic Dawn versus Nighty. All three of those matches are going to be very hype, very fun to watch. So be sure to stay tuned tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a restreamer pick those up.
Yeah, that was it for today then, and see you all tomorrow at Mystery Funhouse.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.